A very warm good morning to one and all. So today we'll see the DES data encryption standard. So here is the brief history of DES. In year 1973, NBS, National Bureau of Standards, came out with an RFP. RFP stands for Request for Proposal. In order to commercialize or in order to develop a commercial encryption standard that would be accepted worldwide. So against that respective RFP, IBM proposed its Lucifer algorithm. The Lucifer algorithm or Lucifer cipher was developed by the Feistel and his teammates. So based on the submitted proposals, NSA, National Security Agency, they have done the scrutiny, they have done the verification of all the proposals submitted by different academicians and different research organizations, and after scrutiny they requested the IBM guys to downgrade, to weaken the strength of the Lucifer by shortening or by reducing the key length. So as per the instructions or the request received from NSA, IBM, they have done the changes. NSA also has done the change in IBM's Lucifer cipher, and based on the updations and modification done in IBM's Lucifer, it was renamed as a data encryption standard, or we may term it as a Lucifer cipher is accepted as a DES in year 1976. So next point is the design criteria set by NBS. So NBS, National Bureau of Standards, they set certain norms for a cipher to be proposed or for the proposed cipher. So the norms or design criteria are: the algorithm must provide high level of security. This one is the first and most important criteria that they have set. Second is the algorithm must be completely specified, in the sense the working details, internal details of the respective algorithm is completely specified. Third criteria was the security of algorithm must rely in its key value. जो भी algorithm propose होगा या किया जाएगा, उस respective algorithm का security जो है उसके key value में totally rely करना चाहिए. एक major जो है criteria था जिसको NBS ने set किया था. After that, algorithm must be adaptable in diverse application. Algorithm must be efficiently implemented in hardware. Algorithm must be efficient to use. Algorithm must be able to be validatable. It should be portable and exportable one. So these are the criteria set by NBS at the time of calling the RFP, and based on this criteria, based on the RFP, several ciphers were proposed by different research organizations, by different academicians, and finally in 1973, we may term, when initiation was taken. So during the period of 1973 to 1976, a lot more ciphers, a lot more proposals were scrutinized, they are verified rigorously, and in 1976 Lucifer got selected as a DES with slight modification, with slight changes. So next point that we'll see is the structure of a DES. So these are the basic details of our DES cipher. You'll get question on this in examination. So the block size of DES is of 64 bit. key length is of 56 bit, but most important point over here is these 56 bit keys, they are generated from the buffer space of 64 bit. So here in case of this, there is a fixed initial and fixed final permutation. They are generally termed or referred as a IP. IP stands for initial permutation and FP stands for final permutation. So initial permutation and final permutation, they are simply responsible for slowing down the software implementation process of DIS. We cannot term that they are responsible for adding value, they are responsible for adding the security in DES. There are 16 round keys. So these 16 round keys, they are of 48 bit each, and most important thing is these 48 bit round keys, they are produced from the master key, which is of 56 bit length, and this 56 bit length key is also generated from the buffer space of 64 bit. So key scheduling scheme for 16 round keys, there are 16 iterations which are having the scrambling rounds, round blocks. So PT block size is of 64 bit. So these 64 bit blocks, they are getting scrambled 16 times, and the round keys are getting mixed, which are of 48 bit in each and every round, and after 16th round we are getting the final outcome. We are terming it as a final CT, but before producing a final CT, we are carrying out a final permutation, which is the exact inverse process of FP. So before producing a ciphertext, first we are carrying out the FP, final permutation operation, which is the exact inverse process of IP. So here is the overall structure of DES. So as shown in a block diagram, we have a message block which is of 64 bit. That message block is nothing but your PT. So we are interested to encode this PT, we are interested to encrypt this PT. So before encoding, before encrypting, we are passing this PT through IP round or initial permutation round. Initial permutation round is going to shuffle the position of these bits. It's going to permute the inputted 64 bit. It's going to produce a 64 bit outcome. So these 64 bit outcomes produced by your initial permutation, they are getting processed through the different rounds, like round 1 to round 16. In each and every round, 48 key bit is getting mixed with the respective round, and after 60th round we are going to perform a FP operation, that is nothing but your final permutation operation. So already I have mentioned that IP and FP, they are not going to add the safety or security in the DES operation. They are simply utilized for slowing down the software implementation process of DES. So as we have discussed, means before producing a ciphertext, before resulting a CT, so here C is nothing but your CT, M is nothing but your PT. So this PT is getting scrambled through 16 rounds, but before the start of a single round, we are carrying out initial permutation, and before generating a CT, we are carrying out a final permutation. FP is the inverse process of IP, and at the end we are getting a CT, which is nothing but the scrambled outcome of this message. So overall structure is shown in this figure. Block size, you are having idea, it's of 64 bit, it's getting initially permuted. Initially permuted data is processed through 16 sub rounds. 16 round keys were mixed, and definitely all these round keys, they are of 48 bit each, and these round keys, they are generated from your 56 bit master key. And we'll see the details that how these 48 bit keys are generated, and even we'll see that how your 56-bit key is generated, or how 56-bit master key is generated from the buffer space of 64-bit by carrying out parity discard process. That we'll see in forthcoming slides. So as I have mentioned, we are inputting a 64-bit PT block. So before processing that respective PT, we are carrying out the initial permutation operation over inputted PT block size. So initial permutation is nothing but a process of shuffling the inputted bit. We are having 64-bit block. 64-bit PT ब्लॉक आपके पास में है. आप सिंपली यहाँ पे कंसिडर कीजिए कि 1 से लेकर के 64 तक आपके पास बिट्स हैं. तो इन बिट्स को जो हमें एक तरह से ट्रांसपोज करना है, इनके जो पोजीशंस को शफल करना है, जैसे कि हम लोगों ने रेलफेंस साइफर में या पर्टिकुलरली रो कॉलमर साइफर में किया था. तो फर्स्ट बिट की जगह पे यहाँ पे 58 बिट आ रहा है, सेकंड पे 50, थर्ड पे 42 एंड फोर्थ पे 34. तो इस मैनर में जो है बिट पोजीशंस को हम शफल कर रहे हैं, और बिट पोजीशंस को शफल करके फिक्स इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन परफॉर्म करके रिस्पेक्टिव पीटी ब्लॉक को आफ्टर आईपी राउंड और आफ्टर इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन जो है 16 राउंड्स के थ्रू हम प्रोसेस कर रहे हैं. तो इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन को आपको अगर बताना है कि कैसे जो है मतलब इसे राइट किया जाएगा, या आपको जो है एग्जाम में राइट करना है, तो उसका तरीका है कि आप यहाँ से स्टार्ट कीजिए. पहले आप 1 राइट कीजिए, 2, देन 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, फिर यहाँ से स्टार्ट कीजिए 9, देन 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 एंड सो ऑन. तो इस मायने में अगर आप इसे जो है बनाते हैं, इसे राइट करते हैं, तो इजियर वे में फिक्स इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन राउंड में क्या ऑपरेशन हो रहा है, या पर्टिकुलरली इनपुटेड 64 बिट्स को कैसे जो है परम्यूट किया जा रहा है, कैसे जो है शफल किया जा रहा है, उसे आप इजियर वे में एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं, राइट कर सकते हैं. तो इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन को जैसे मैंने आपको बताया है कि इट्स नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एडिंग द सिक्योरिटी इन your DS, but it's simply responsible for slowing down the software implementation process of DES. सॉफ्टवेयर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रोसेस जो है उसको स्लो डाउन करने के लिए आईपी और एफपी राउंड्स होते हैं. आईपी जो है फिक्स इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन है, और इसी का एग्जैक्ट रिवर्स प्रोसेस जो है आपका एफपी राउंड होता है, जिसे साइफर टेक्स्ट जनरेट करने के पहले हम यूज करते हैं. Initial and final permutation. So as I have mentioned, final permutation is the inverse of initial permutation. Initial permutation and final permutations are fully specified and they do not add to the security of DS. तो हर एक चीजें जो है क्लियरली स्पेसिफाइड है, कौन से बिट पोजीशन पे जो है शिफ्ट किया जाएगा या शफल किया जाएगा, ये क्लियरली स्पेसिफाइड है. इसीलिए जो है टर्म किया जाता है कि इट्स नॉट रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर एडिंग the security to this. And most important thing that already I mentioned, that purpose of initial and final permutation is to make software implementation of DES slow. तो DES का सॉफ्टवेयर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन प्रोसेस जो है उसे स्लोअर डाउन करने के लिए आईपी और एफपी राउंड्स आपके जो है यहाँ पे अवेलेबल हैं. एफपी जो है आईपी का एग्जैक्टली जो है इनवर्स ऑपरेशन है. तो आईपी और एफपी जो है सिंपल जो है आपके परम्यूटेशन प्रोसेस हैं, जिसमें जो है आप बिट पोजीशंस को शफल करते हैं. अब यहाँ एक 2 नंबर का क्वेश्चन जो है जब कभी एग्जाम में आता है उसे जो है मेंशन किया गया है, व्हाई नॉट यूज ओनली इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन. ठीक है, तो सिर्फ इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन को क्यों नहीं यूज किया जाता है. तो जैसे आप जानते हैं ये डीएस जो है पेस्टल स्कीम पे बेस्ड है. पेस्टल ने ही जो है इस रिस्पेक्टिव जो है लुसिफर साइफर को प्रपोज किया था, जिसे जो है रीनेम किया गया है, जिसे एक्सेप्ट किया गया एज ए डेस. सो द आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन इज टू सपोर्ट एनक्रिप्शन और डिक्रिप्शन विथ पेस्टल स्कीम ओनली इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन विल नॉट वर्क. इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन अगर सिर्फ आप यूज करते हैं तो उस केस में आपको जो है डिजायर्ड आउटकम नहीं मिलेगा. इनिशियल परम्यूटेशन का यूज करके अगर आप सिर्फ जो है सीटी बनाते हैं तो मे बी पॉसिबल जो है डिक्रिप्शन के दौरान जो है दिक्कतें हों, क्योंकि जो बिट पोजीशंस आप शफल करते हैं वो बिट पोजीशंस को आपको जो है रिगेन करना रहेगा, रिटेन करना रहेगा। तो आपको ध्यान में रखना है कि सिंपली